Hello everyone, you are welcome once again to another interesting segment of the Sonia's Follow Show. Today is our very first live session on this channel, and we both here are glad to come your way today. Well, before we continue, kindly share the link, join in the conversation because it's a live session. You can ask any question you want to ask our guests. Yes, let's get conversational so we can all enjoy the program this evening. Once again, you are welcome. Today's session is dubbed Time with Sledge. The Sledge is here, but then we don't know who he is. We don't know what he does. Yes, so that's what the conversation is all going to be about. So let's just dive right into it. But then, subscribe if you haven't, share the link, and join in the conversation. Sledge, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Well, who is Sledge? If we all want to know. So who is Sledge?
Okay, Sledge is a content creator. Sledge is a travel enthusiast. Sledge is a tour guide.
Okay.
Sledge is also a promoter of culture and tourism. So basically, these are the components of Sledge.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So Sledge is a tour guide.
Yes.
And a travel and tour content creator.
Yes.
Yes. But then give us a little background about Sledge. Yeah, let's know where you come from, a little about your family.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so today I'm about to expose some certain things, all right?
Yeah, we want to know.
Yeah, so my real name is Derek Esiam.
Okay.
All right, so I come from Ejumaku, BCRC in the central region.
Wow.
Yes, so I'm a fancy.
I know you to be a Voltarian.
Yes, so my mom is a Voltarian.
Oh, okay.
And then my dad is a fancy.
Okay.
Yes.
That's fine.
So that is it. So I come from Ejumaku, BCRC.
Oh, okay.
But then the Bansa and then the Sledge. Yeah, so Bansa is my mom's name.
Oh, okay.
All right, so and then the Sledge is my nickname.
What does it mean?
Sledge. Well, this is a good question. Unfortunately, it was just a name somebody gave me, and it just started trending, and I became famous with it. Yeah, so I can't tell you much about what Sledge is.
Okay.
Because the origin, I can define the origin myself. It just came. It was just someone who just gave me this name. And then,
okay. All right.
Yeah.
So Sledge is half fancy,
yes,
half Voltarian.
Yes.
But then your surname is your mom's.
Yes.
Does that mean the heritage side is matrilineal or something?
Probably.
Okay.
Legally, I don't have Bansa on any of my documents.
Okay.
Yes, I use a Siam.
Okay.
Yes, so my real name is Derek Esiam, and then my social media name
is Sledge.
Derek Bansa.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, you are welcome once again.
Thank you very much.
So let's just dive right into what you do.
Okay. What
inspired you to start creating content focused on tourism? Why tourism?
Not necessarily tourism per se, but then, as I said earlier, I love traveling.
Okay.
All right. So, and because of my travelings, I experience a lot of things. I meet new people.
Okay.
I connect. I mean, a whole. So what I do is that normally after my trips, I come back. I come and share my experiences with my friends.
Yeah.
Yes. So, I was like, so one day I was like, why don't I start, publishing this whole thing to everyone to see? It shouldn't always be about my friends. Yeah, so I thought it wise to just start, exposing everybody to my experiences.
That's nice.
Yes. So that has been the inspiration. Yes, that has been the inspiration.
Okay. So tell us about your very first travel experience and how it influenced the whole content creation in tourism thing?
Okay, so my first travel experience was Amejope.
Okay.
Yeah, the Ote waterfall and then the canopy walkway. That was my first.
That's like about 2 years ago or
Probably
last year.
3.
3 years.
Yes.
Okay.
And even if you check my videos, if you
Mm.
go to my page and then you check
Mm.
my videos,
Mm-hmm.
that's somehow I think that's the official first tourism video I ever posted.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And I mean it got a lot of reactions.
Yeah.
Yes. So from there, I felt like Charlie, I have to start doing something, because I got so many encouragement from friends and families to start something like that.
That's nice.
So basically, we started the whole thing from that trip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
So you mentioned earlier that you love traveling,
Yeah.
but then I want to believe that there are some people who are travel content creators that they influenced you a bit in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Are there some people in your life like that, and can you give us a name if that's okay by you?
Well, I think one of the people is with the Maya, all right?
Okay.
Yeah, and then one Nigerian guy, I think it's called Tayo or Tayo.
Tayo.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I watch their content a lot,
Mm.
and I mean they've been an inspiration to me.
Oh, okay.
All this while, yeah.
Okay.
I really watch their content and I love them. Yeah, so they are an inspiration to me.
Oh, okay. So those are your people.
Yeah.
Those are the people that influenced you
Yes,
from the beginning.
Yes,
Let's
yes,
see.
yes.
All right. So how do you plan your content creation? Do you have a specific process that you follow, or how do you go about it?
Well, it depends. The funny part is that I don't plan trips. I don't have any day. I could just sit one day. Oh, Charlie, let me visit here. There and there, I just get my backpack, pack my stuff, then I'm gone. So normally, I don't know if you've realized that I don't go on trips with friends and people anymore, because
alone now on trips.
Yes, I do more of the solo travels than the group travels. Yes.
You're alone now on trips.
Yes, because I just turn up anytime and then go for trips. I don't plan. Well, if I say I don't plan, it doesn't necessarily mean I go there aimlessly. Yes, but as in the dates, the time, yes, I just don't look at or consider.
You don't specifically tell yourself that tomorrow I'm going to go to this place or that place.
Because at times you could even be there, someone will just call you, Charlie, there is something going on here.
Okay.
Why don't you come around? I'm off.
That's fine.
Yes.
That's fine. Yeah. All right. So if we would want to know, what gadgets or equipment do you use for your filming, editing your travel contents? Do you have?
Well, the only
is it really a big deal for now?
No. It's never a big deal. Okay. I mean, from the onset, for the past 3 years, I've been using only my phone. I have never changed this phone. This has been the only phone. Okay. Maybe I should show it to everyone, because people have been doubting it. Yes, I use iPhone XS. Okay. That is what I use for my.
So that's what you use for your content creation.
Everything. I don't even own a tripod. Talk less of. Yes. So basically, that's what I do. No gimbals, nothing. Oh. Yes. So you don't need much. Yes. But then with time, we are still. Yeah, in the process.
If you want to expand what you do, you need to get the necessary. Sure. Okay. Yeah. Well, we want to walk us through a typical day of one of your travels or shooting content on your trips. Okay. Can you probably the most memorable one for you, and then you walk us through how the shooting of that content went, and all of that. We want to virtually feel what you went through here.
Okay, so as I said earlier, I don't really sit to plan. But when I'm ready to leave, I mean, I get my equipment ready, and then when I get to wherever destination I feel I'm creating my content, I get there, then I engage some of the locals, all right?
Okay.
Because there are some destinations or there are some communities, they don't really entertain some.
They don't really entertain visitors or these shooting of
exactly
content.
Especially, you can imagine you just get to a community and then all of a sudden start filming. You can imagine the reactions.
Yeah, it's weird sometimes.
Very good.
Yeah.
So at times, when I get to the destinations, I talk to one or two people and make them understand why I'm here. All right. So after everything, sometimes they also be of help to me. They guide me through.
Okay.
And then we go through the whole thing. So basically, that is how, or that is what I do. Yeah. So when I get there, and one thing is when you get to the place, to whoever that you are trying to engage, I mean, you need to be very sociable to the person. I mean, very polite.
Yeah.
Some of them could be rude, but you must still find means to talk to them in a good way. At times when you get there, they think maybe you are on a political mission. Yes, and especially during this campaign, during this campaign era, they think maybe your presence there is just to capture some things and go and create some false stories about them, and so they are very particular about that. So you need to, I mean, sensitize them about some of these things before you begin your whole thing.
Well, before I get back to you, viewers, I hope so far you are enjoying the conversation, but I can't feel your presence with us. I mean, your comments are not coming, your likes are not coming, you are not sharing the video. You are watching all right, but please help share the video. Share the link. If you don't share the link, you're not doing well. Yes, so share the link and then let's get conversational. What questions do you have for our guest Sledge? Let us have the question so we can ask him on your behalf as it's a live session. Yeah. So back to you, Sledge. What are some of your biggest challenges you have faced as a travel content creator?
Well, biggest challenges. Well, the most disheartening one is the funding.
Yeah.
All right. Is the funding. You know,
before you continue, you are answering somebody's question. But someone is asking, where do you get your money to fund all the travels you do? So it's in line with that. So let's just flow.
Do you know the funny thing? Somebody called me yesterday asking this particular question. Yes. So whoever that is asking this question, well, I do get sponsorship from my friends. Right? At times when I want to go on some trips, I reach out to some few people who sponsor me. Yes. So basically, let me just say I get sponsorship from families and friends. Yeah. Yes.
All right. So you were talking about, is that the only challenge or that's your biggest?
Well, currently that is one thing I'm facing now. So that is what I can talk about for now. But the other ones, I think I'm managing them. Yes, I am managing them.
You're managing. Kindly share some of them with us. Maybe you had a challenge in one of your travels. You know, any of them at all that can bring viewers to light about what you go through. You know, sometimes they think these things are easy. Yeah, we think they are easy because we are just behind our phones and we are watching, enjoying the content you put out there. Let us know what really goes into it. What changes aside the financial aspect here?
Yeah, so at times you could get to some places. You could get to some places, you know, extortion to access some of the places.
Really?
Yes, there are at times you get extorted by some people.
Wow.
Yes, but normally we don't even talk about them. We don't even talk about them. Extortions, at times too. One. Okay, let me just share this experience. I remember I was we wanted to embark on a trip to Togo. All right, so there was this fellow I found on Instagram who was also into tourism, all right?
Okay.
So we got in touch, and he wanted to assist us in guiding us, all right,
Okay.
as a tour guide. So we had a conversation, and
I'm guessing that was your first time of going to Togo.
not really.
Okay.
Yeah, not really. But then that was my first time organizing myself to go on a
Okay.
trip to Togo.
Okay.
Yes. So we settled everything, and then we took off from Ghana, got to Togo. This tour guide was nowhere to be found. We put calls across, messages.
Wow.
Look, he did his best to ignore everything. So, I mean, we have to guide ourselves then. Yes, so these are some of, there are lots. I just can't remember some, but these are some of the few ones I could be sharing.
Oh, so he just bailed on you like that?
Oh yes, I mean, and then I remember this recent one when I was going for the Agotime festival.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, I had one friend who promised to accommodate me.
When you get there?
Yes. So he even made me understood that I shouldn't even bother booking any guest house or anything. So he was going to, host me. Right on my arrival, he has never picked my call. I called over and over and over and over. He keeps ignoring. Till now, he has not even returned my call. So I was on the streets till a friend offered me accommodation. So I think that was around, I was on the street till 1 a.m. But
the following day?
Yes.
Sorry about that.
And it was late to even go to book.
Yeah.
Because it's
on occasions like that, everywhere gets full.
Exactly. So, these are some of the challenges.
Oh, you really went through a lot. Or you are going through a lot.
Oh, we are still going through them. But this time round, we admit, they are just part of the journey.
They push you to grow as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, in shooting your contents, how do you balance enjoying the moment yourself and then capturing that same moment for your viewers? How do you go about it?
Okay. So, what I do is, when I get there, or when I get to wherever I'm coming to create my content, all right, the first thing is I do my things first. I create my content first.
Okay.
Grab my videos down.
Okay.
Then I have time for myself now.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I can't be enjoying it at the same. I'm not streaming it as live.
Yeah.
Whereby maybe
but then there are some videos when shooting you don't have to talk, like no sound and all of that.
Yes.
Here you are seeing something about that particular function, which is exciting you. You want to laugh, you want to giggle, but then because of what you are doing, you can't do it.
But I control myself. Once I know it is something I'm doing, I focus on it. So I don't make my excitement interfere with what I'm doing. Yes, I'm focused on whatever I'm doing.
Yeah, really trying because it's difficult to control yourself when enjoying a particular moment, Sometimes, it's really difficult to do that.
Yeah.
Well, let me take one of our viewers' question. Okay, someone is asking, how do you engage with natives when recording festivals? How do you go about it?
Well, normally when I'm recording festivals, I don't really engage natives.
Okay.
All right.
So how do you go about it?
So what I do is, maybe when I'm recording, okay, fine. I just get yes.
Okay.
How do I engage them? So in every festival you can't know everything.
Yeah.
Yes. So for instance, let's assume what I do is that when I look at the activities or when I see what is going on, okay, I call one or two people. Okay, Charlie, what is this? Who is this chief? Who is this?
Okay.
All right. What is the purpose of this? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with this, you get you might not go through interviewing everybody.
Yes.
Yes, but you get some little background. Yes. So that is how I engage some of the natives.
You also mentioned earlier that sometimes they see you as a political agent.
Yes.
So during festivals like this, do you maybe one of the natives, do you get the person to go through it with you, or let's say just be with you, so they feel you are one of them? Because sometimes, well, depending on the festival, some scenes are sacred that they don't really want them out there. So in trying to shoot those things, you could cause any problem for yourself. Has there been any experience like
you
that
know,
before?
during festivals, there are a lot of cameramen, content creators, the media. Everyone is out there. All right. So you just have to be observant and see what they are doing. All right. So if everyone is moving this way, we all move that way. If they said, hey, there is restriction or there are some restrictions over there, we don't go that way. It's as simple as that. And second, during festival, nobody pays attention to these political issues that much, because even the politicians are already there.
Okay.
Yes. So that aspect really doesn't get affected with politics.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, okay.
That aspect doesn't really get influenced with politics.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. What has been the most rewarding experience in your content creation?
Well, one of my contents is out there. It's actually doing well. The bottle fishing.
Okay, where exactly?
I shot that content at Keta Lagoon.
Oh.
Yes, I mean I was so impressed with the reactions, the comments. I mean, it's actually moved me a lot. I really, it's one of my greatest.
The way you are sounding and becoming, it's like the whole thing was emotional.
Yes.
And it's still emotional for you.
Yes, because
what about it made
because
you?
you know, I was just hanging around Keta that day, and then I chose to go to the lagoon side. So I got there, and then I met this old lady fishing with bottle.
How?
Which I have never seen before. So I got close to her.
Okay.
And I told her that, oh, like, I like what she's doing. This is my first time seeing such a thing. So I would like to know more about it. But then, in the process of knowing more too, I would like to be capturing the moments. And she was like, oh, fine. I mean, she cooperated with me a lot. And we shot it. And it was so interesting. And I hope one thing she did that I loved so much was that she spoke in a way that, I mean, it was so relatable.
Okay.
What she was doing, she was not the first person doing it. It's a common practice over there. Okay. But the way she expressed herself in the content made everyone like got an insight
the
of
concept
yes,
of
exactly,
what the whole thing is all about.
Exactly. So afterwards, the reactions were so good. Yes, a lot of people. I think that video is about hitting 1 million
views.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes,
that's
it's about hitting 1 million.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned it was a bottle fishing. There's not every fish that can go into the bottle. So was it for a particular?
Exactly. Okay. It was for a particular fish. Okay. We normally call it takpavi.
Oh, okay.
We call it takpavi.
Well, is there every name
the tilapia? It's just like a tilapia, but small ones.
Oh, okay. Not bovilolo.
No. Bovilolo is also different. I think I have a content about bovilolo also.
Yeah, yes. I think I saw that.
Yes, bovilolo also has its own craft of yes. So that is it. I really love that content, and it remains one of my outstanding contents as well.
Oh, okay. Yes. The way you are getting all emotional about the whole thing.
Yes, I love it. Yes.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
And so, how do you engage with your audience? Do you tailor your content based on their feedback, or anything goes for
Oh
you.
yes, as a content creator, I mean, you are there because of your followers. All right, you are whatever you are putting out there for your followers,
Okay.
and so we work with the trends.
Okay.
So some of our contents are mostly influenced by the followers or our audience.
Okay.
All right, there are some you could post them. I mean, people will just take it as I mean, they will create a whole agenda about it. I remember posting a video about Hohoi. I think I captured the streets of Hohoi.
Okay.
Then I posted it. But by the time I realized, oh, it became an agenda for politicians.
Oh.
Yes. NDC.
Something you did
Yes.
innocently.
Very good. And you could see the NDC people where actually go to Fudome Road. go and capture the Fudome Road and stop capturing the asphalt.
Oh, okay. So
You
probably
understand?
they were thinking you are an NPP guy.
Very good. Now, when you post, how do you call it? When you post something, if I had posted the Fudome Road, the MPP will also
come for you.
Yes, saying that okay, because I'm an MPP, I don't want to project the good aspects of. So these are some of, I mean, but then we don't get moved by some of these things. Yes, as I said, for instance, I promote tourism and culture. All right, so I remember one person sent me a message the last time. Charlie, you dey post Akpi group too much. Like it's enough. I was like, okay, fine. And I was like, oh, bro, I promote culture and then tourism. So if today you see Akpi or you keep seeing Akpi, it's part of the culture.
Okay.
All right, it's part of the culture. So if you see the tourism too, if I had posted something far away from what I said I'm projecting, then we have an issue.
Yeah.
But I'm still in business. All right, I'm still doing what I'm doing. So at times, you know, we
dealing with human beings is not easy.
We can't be perfect. Yes, and I love it when people criticize.
Yeah.
Yes, it actually
means you are doing something
exactly,
well. It means you are doing something well. So.
Exactly.
All right. So someone is asking, how do you get notified of the festivals you cover?
All right. So at times people do reach out to us or to me.
Okay.
Yes. People normally send me flyers. Oh, Charlie, we want you to come around. At times too, we see them on the social media.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So that is how we get to know about some of these festivals.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So have you ever faced? Well, I was still coming back to the negative feedback and criticisms. How do you usually handle those criticisms when they come?
Oh.
We are all humans, so one way or the other.
For me, I don't get so much worried about them. All right, but then it just helps me to know what to do next.
Okay.
As I said, criticism, it's a usual thing. It's a normal thing in life. All right. So I think I've explained this earlier. Yes.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, I have explained this earlier. So it's not a big deal. We only learn from them. At times we give wrong captions to videos. People will draw attention that look, what you are doing, this is not the right thing.
So you go back and edit.
Yes. And you don't need to take you don't need to take offense to that.
Yeah,
all right. You just have
true.
to do the needful and then
True.
yes.
That's very true. So, well, in our age now, social media is what helps us to project whatever we produce as content creators. So I would want to believe that social media is solely what is helping you put your content out there. All right. How has traveling changed your perspective about life in general?
Well, one thing I've learned about traveling, or one experience I have gained, is that look, there is more to learn.
Okay.
There is more, and that where you are is actually not the end of the world.
Well, they said travel and see.
Exactly. The culture shocks. I mean, you get to some places. So Um, how do I even go about this? So, one thing is that one way it has helped me is I have learned to adapt
Okay.
to some kind of lifestyles. I have learned to adapt some cultures.
Okay.
All right. So when I go to some places now and then they be like, "Oh, sorry, this thing doesn't work like this way."
Yeah, you have
yeah,
to.
yeah. I mean, I'm okay. I don't get surprised.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
Someone is saying, "I got you, bro." It is not easy, so
Yeah. I mean, it's never easy.
yeah, we are
It's
encouraging
yeah.
you
It's not
to
easy.
keep doing what
Yeah.
you do
Yeah.
because it's giving a lot of us out there
Yeah.
virtual knowledge about where and what we don't know in our country. Talking about our country, well, you mentioned you've moved or you've been to Togo before.
Oh yes.
So aside Togo, where else have you gone to outside Ghana?
Well, I've never been anywhere again.
Okay.
But then they are in the process. Yes.
There are some preparations in the pipeline.
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Yes, definitely. So we'll be visiting hopefully Benin. Benin is part of it. Cote d'Ivoire.
Okay.
Yes, it's also part. But Nigeria is just not part of it yet.
Why?
What?
Why?
Personal reasons. Personal reasons.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but then Nigeria would become. I'm trying to visit Nigeria, but not too soon.
Okay.
Not very soon.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But then Togo,
Hmm.
Benin, and then Cote d'Ivoire are currently.
What's on your plan?
Yes, they are in the pipeline.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. You mentioned Benin, and then the reaction of our producer got me laughing.
Yes.
That is exactly what I'm sure other viewers, or that was how they reacted, because there are some perceptions about Benin.
So I'm going there because of the perceptions. Or let me just say the misconceptions.
Okay. Yes. Let's put them that way.
Yes. I am going there because of the misconceptions. Because I have read
Okay.
and somehow felt that, I mean, we are given a blurred picture of Benin. All right.
Okay.
Benin actually has a lot aside what we've been thinking. Yes. So it shouldn't be.
Okay.
But I can just assure you that when I'm back or when I return, maybe.
We hope you come back safe.
Yes.
And bring us more content from there.
Definitely.
So we clear our questions about Benin and Cote d'Ivoire and the rest that you are yet to visit.
Definitely.
All right. So let me leave you a little and come back to our viewers. Viewers, thank you once again for watching. Thank you for us. If you haven't shared the link, kindly do so. Bring more people on board so we could get conversational. If you haven't subscribed, come on. Let's grow together. Collaborate and grow together as one people. That is what life is all about. So share the link as a way of showing your love, and then leave your comments and your questions for Sledge. He's here. Today he's for us. He's not going anywhere. So as we have gotten him today, let's just take advantage of the opportunity because he's a busy man. He is a very busy man. You don't schedule with him today and get him today. No. So please, bring your questions on board and let's ask Sledge so he could clarify whatever questions you have about him and about what he does. So Adam is saying you should keep it up, bro.
Thank you, Adam.
That's for you.
Thank you.
Back to you now. Are there any places that you visited and did not meet your expectations? And how did you handle that?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, there have been places we visited and then we've not gotten or we couldn't get our expectation or meet our expectation. Let me just use this. Let me go back to the Togo
Okay,
trip.
adventure.
Yes, so the Togo adventure again. When our tour guide disappointed us. I mean,
Oh.
obviously we didn't meet our expectations.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then we found means to still go
Okay.
where or the particular place we plan going.
Okay.
All right, but just that we just didn't enjoy or feel the purpose why we came. And then secondly, let me share another disappointing experience. Well, I didn't plan sharing this, but then
Please, we would want to know if
sure.
it is not too personal.
No, it's not too personal. So yeah, so there was a time I took some tourists on a trip to Likpe Cave.
Okay.
I know most people know there. Have you been there yourself?
No.
Okay.
But it's quite scary.
Well, it's scary, interesting, but then it was a place or an attraction I love to visit until I had a bad experience there. Yeah, so we went to Likpe Cave. I went with some whites.
Okay.
I think there were about 4. So we were going through the caves, and then in one of the caves, we met the unexpected.
What did you meet?
Guess what we could have met there?
Unexpected in the cave.
What do you think would be hiding in caves?
Snakes.
Good. A very big one.
Ooh.
Not those, not the friendly snakes like the ball python and then the royal whatever.
Are you serious?
We met a very troublesome, a very troublesome snake.
Snakes are
But
okay.
no.
You continue.
Almighty cobra.
Mm.
Very blackish. And what I'm saying now, you can imagine meeting such a creature in a cave.
Why you?
That would have provoked it.
Hey, you are going to kill.
So please, if you are going to Likpe Cave, please make sure you get a very good torchlight.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because had it not been our torchlights, we wouldn't have noticed it. You could have maybe
yeah. Any of your
yes. Get a very good torchlight. Secondly, please insist, let the tour guide get in first.
He should take the lead.
Yes, let him survey every corner of it
before you
get him there.
All
right. And I learned that nobody has ever met a snake in that cave before.
So what happened to you guys that day?
So maybe you could also be unlucky like us on that day. So just make sure whenever you go to that particular site, I'm not defaming the site anyway, but then
you still have to be careful.
Yes. Mostly they don't tell you some of these things. Yes. They don't tell you some of these things. So I just want to use this opportunity to also you should just take that precaution whenever you are going on such adventures.
So how did your tourists take it?
Well,
you mentioned they were white.
Yes, they were frightened a bit, but then so I wanted us to end everything over there, but they insisted that look, we should go on. So we went on
into the cave again or
no,
other
we went
places?
to different places. That actually discouraged me from going ahead with the whole thing, but then they inspired me again that look, it could just be that we were just unfortunate to meet that creature over there, so we should just, and we went through the other places and it was cool. But then since then I have just not
go back there again.
For now, I mean, I still have those memories, so yeah.
It scared you?
Yeah.
Well, so that will lead me to my next question.
Okay.
How do you stay motivated and inspired to keep creating content and miss all these challenges
it's all about my followers. All right. The motivation of my followers has been the pillar of my contents. All right.
Okay.
So they keep pushing. At times I feel bad. At times I feel like stopping. Because sometimes a lot of resources goes in, which people don't know. You know, you reach out to this person, Charlie, but then we still sacrifice. And trust me, it will definitely end in praise one day. Yes.
In praise.
Yeah, surely. I mean, once we've started, we are not ending.
Yeah.
Yes, and there has been no day I have ever even thought of, and because the motivation keeps me going. All right. Yes. So
Okay.
we'll continue going. Yeah.
You continue going.
Oh yes.
Well,
Yes. We move.
okay. I think someone here, I don't know whether Bismarck Lumo, has he joined you for that particular trip to Lipe Cave?
Bismarck Lumo. No.
Okay, because he's also, it's like, okay, he says Lipe Cave, the experience is just nice. But don't forget your torchlight, as you said.
Oh
so
yes.
you are doing well.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. The torchlight is very
That's fine.
important.
Well, someone is also asking, or there's a long question here.
Okay.
Our world is changing rapidly
Okay.
as a result of technology, specifically artificial intelligence.
Okay.
That's AI.
Yeah.
What is your take on AI, and how do you intend to leverage on it to create your content?
Okay. Currently, I might not be able to speak much on
AI.
on AI.
Okay.
Yes, but then I'm happy he's creating an awareness.
Okay.
Yes. So when I get there, I think it will definitely manifest, and he would see.
He
it.
will see it from
Yes,
your
yes.
content.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
okay,
yes.
that's fine.
Thanks for the question anyway. I love that.
All right,
Yeah.
you're welcome.
Yeah.
On behalf of the viewer.
Yes, yes, yes.
Also, Frederick, thank you for that question.
Yeah.
What are your future goals as a content creator? Any upcoming projects or destinations aside Benin and Cote d'Ivoire? Future goals, if you care to share with us. You may never know. Someone out there might just decide to, sponsor any of your trips.
Well, currently we have a trip to Tamale.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one of the trips, the pending trips.
Okay.
Where I'm currently planning tours. So, yes.
I guess before the week ends, or within this week.
It's likely. I'm still gathering my resources.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
so it could be this weekend, it could be next weekend.
Okay.
Because I've never been to the northern part before.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so that is my next place I'll be exploring soon.
So it's your first time going to the northern part of Ghana?
Yes.
Specifically Tamale, or you go beyond?
Well, it depends on the time.
Okay.
Yes, it depends on the time. So when I get there, as I said, by just that I just have some few places in mind to visit. That is the Mole National Park.
Okay.
The Red Clay Studio. And then I think, these are the two places I really want to visit. Okay. And then tour around the Tamale Township also.
Tamale Island is a beautiful city. I've not been there, so maybe I'll just tag along.
Yeah, so maybe you should be planning to join. Yeah.
I'll tag along,
sure.
And then we all go and experience Tamale.
Sure.
Well, so how do you see the travel content creation industry evolving in the next few years to come?
Well, I think it's really going to be big because currently, before it was just, I used to see only few people doing some of these things, but suddenly everybody's getting on board.
Yeah.
And it's getting interesting. All right. So I'm really seeing the future of this whole thing to be very big. Now that almost all the social media platforms has been monetized.
Yeah.
Everyone is getting on board now. Everyone is doing what we are all doing, or we used to do. All right, so it's really growing, and it's going to grow massively. Yeah, it's going to grow massively.
Okay.
It's actually doing well.
Well, there is another question from one of our viewers here.
Okay.
The person would want to know how you go about your accommodation when you travel.
Well, with accommodation, it depends. If it's a day trip, there's no need for accommodation. Okay. But if I would have to stay, I just get the guest house or any affordable place I could pay, and then, I stay.
Still from your pocket?
Obviously. Obviously. That is if I'm
It's not easy.
if I'm not fortunate to get any funding or any support
Yeah.
from anyone. Yeah. Basically, I do everything
From your pocket.
Yes, I don't really depend much on people.
Mm.
Yes, I don't really depend much on people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, viewers, the questions that came through so far, I've asked all the questions. And the questions I have for Sledge, I've asked all of them. If you still have any question you want to ask Sledge, kindly send the questions early, as soon as you can, so we wrap up the segment. But then there are some people who have misconceptions about traveling in general or touring from one side to the other and are just not interested. If to that group of people convince us so that we could also be motivated one way or the other to travel and see things for ourselves.
Okay. So this particular question, that is why I share all these things through my content.
Okay.
And I could say that a lot of people have cleared that misconceptions about travel, because when I come there, I don't really share, I don't really talk in the videos for you to see.
Yeah, you don't talk,
but then
no
when you
voiceover,
see,
it's just
yes,
the video you want.
good. So when you see what is happening there, it obviously communicates my experience to you. Yes, it communicates my experience to you. So that is it. I have actually, the question you just asked, I have answered it a lot through my contents.
No.
But then you can't just deny that you've never been moved by any of my content.
Oh,
before.
I follow you a lot.
Good.
I enjoy your content, but
especially my group trips. When you see them, you feel like joining us. People call me all the time. Oh, Charlie, when is the next trip? I want to go. Yeah.
Some people also have some phobia.
Okay.
Regarding traveling,
Okay.
height, water, whatsoever.
Yeah, with that one, it's a personal issue. If you're somebody who don't relate with water, please stay off water. If you are somebody who fears heights, please. Even myself, there are some places when I'm going, I'm very careful. I fear. All right.
Oh, so you also fear?
Oh, come on. Fear is it's human.
It's a natural
yes.
thing, right?
Fear is human. So I also study myself. Okay. If you're so whenever I'm going on a trip with some people, I ask, Charlie, is there someone amongst us who fears this thing, blah blah. For instance, the snake village.
Yeah.
If I want to take you to the snake village, if you tell me, look, you fear snake, well, one, I'll try to convince you.
Okay.
Right, this particular snake doesn't bite, it doesn't do blah 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 blah. Then you go on an adventure or you take the risk. All right. But then, before I would even encourage you to do that, I have experienced it myself.
Oh, okay. So you've been there too?
Yes. So, what? You can't?
Snake village.
Oh, come on. It's very interesting. You know the funny part? The first day I went there, I went with my friends. I had that confidence that, Charlie, if I get there, I won't be scared. When we got there, when they started bringing the snakes, my heart just started beating. I was even recording and then shaking at it. Because that was my first time I was having that kind of close contact with such creatures. You understand? I was so scared. So all my friends had the experience, like, Charlie, you should come. No, I won't. It took them almost 5 minutes to convince me.
Oh, you that led the people there.
Yes. So after that, I also had the experience. I was like, okay, fine. This is a cool adventure. It's a cool experience. Yeah. So that is how sometimes I do convince people.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Well.
It's interesting.
It's not an easy thing, though.
I think you should one day visit the snake village.
I'll think about it.
You don't need to think about it.
I have to. It's like my mind. Snakes are not my friends.
Oh, normally they are well handled.
Are they tamed in a way
They are not.
Do they do something to be wild?
No. They are just in their normal states, their natural states. When you provoke them, they give it to you.
Like, seriously?
Yes. When for instance, we all know cobras are wild. So obviously you don't need to get so close to cobra. All right? But then the man himself